Okay people, so today we have a ton of news for this episode of Fornever News. I mean, there's just a lot to talk about. For starters, we got the Bleach spin-off has been announced for when it is coming out. We got some information on it. Some might argue it's a bit disappointing, to be honest with you, the information we got in it. We're gonna get into it, but the Burn the Witch manga, we finally got more information, and it's nearing. I'll just say that before we jump into it later. So we got information on that. We also got 3 other new series that are heading in for Shonen Jump, so look forward to that. I'll give you some information on it. We also got a confirmation on, for those Beastars fans out there, we got confirmation on the season 2 of the anime, what's going on there. We got a series in Shonen Jump that has officially ended. We also got an update on the Promised Neverland movie, as well as the Promised Neverland season 2. An update on Chainsaw Man. Now, if you've seen the last video we talked about Chainsaw Man, we got an update on what the big announcement that we were really excited for actually came out to be. We got an update on those OVAs and how you're going to be able to watch them, because we talked about, you know, there was 3 My Hero Academia OVAs, 1 brand new one and 2 old ones. Well, we got a little bit of information on how you're going to be able to watch them, where they're coming to as far as North America goes. We got an update for the 7 Deadly Sins upcoming anime, a premiere date for it, as well as a premiere date for the Attack on Titan season 4 anime. Some good news on that front as well. So yeah, this is a packed one, folks. Not to mention that we got some unfortunate news about a pretty prominent anime studio going under. So without further ado, people, let's jump into that Fornever News. It's definitely a big one today. That's what she said. No. Let's jump into it, people.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be, though.
So going back to the last Fornever News episode, we actually talked about the Chainsaw Man series was getting a big announcement, and I was really hopeful that it was going to be the announcement that, hey, the anime is on the way, which I honestly at this point would not be surprised at all if they're already working on it. They just haven't announced it. Maybe that means that it'll be probably somewhere mid 2021 to, I don't know, I want to say maybe summer 2021. That would be a bang to kick off next summer, because again, we're still a distance away. I don't think we'll get winter. Maybe spring or summer of next year we'll get Chainsaw Man, but that wasn't the announcement. The announcement we got is that Chainsaw Man is actually officially 3 million copies in circulation, and that's a huge victory right there, which definitely pushes forward. Yeah, we're getting that anime, folks. Let's read. Chainsaw Man has officially reached 3 million copies. Here's a note from the author, Tatsuki Fujimoto. He said, "Thank you to everyone for helping us reach 3 million copies. Thanks a lot. Chainsaw Man is a mix of some evil furikuri from Fully Cooley and Pop Abara, but it's also made out of my favorite work. So I'm really happy people read this series. I'll continue drawing." 3 million, very well deserved, and to be honest with you, that's freaking insane to think about, because it's 3 million with only 79 chapters out, no anime, not even an announcement of an anime yet. Like, woo, between that and Jujutsu Kaisen, what was it, 6.8? Basically, this is already half of the sales, almost anyway, of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, those two, I keep telling y'all people, Jujutsu Kaisen, we got the anime coming in fall, and Chainsaw Man is just coming in general. Like, woo, this shit is about to be hype. But major congrats to Chainsaw Man. 3 million sold. I'm gonna keep on telling you guys every time there's an announcement, go read Chainsaw Man. It's really good. Next up, a quick update on the My Hero Academia OVAs. So we talked about a few days ago that there was 2 OVAs that came out, I want to say 2016 and 2017, from My Hero Academia, and a brand new one was coming out this month that was going to be focused around the provisional, I think it was before the provisional hero exams and whatnot. Well, 2 of them, the 2016 and 2017 one, will actually be available on Funimation's site, because there was no North American release site that was announced or anything like that. Well, Funimation is going to be having them. Let's just quickly read. Okay, heroes, we got some exciting news for you. 2 brand new My Hero Academia OVAs are coming to Funimation. They're not technically brand new, but okay, starting August 15th, you'll be able to stream 2 My Hero Academia OVAs subbed in English at the same time they're released in Japan, right here on Funimation. So yeah, for those that were excited at the very least about the 2 older My Hero Academia OVAs, you wanted to watch them, Funimation is going to have them on demand for your streaming pleasure. I don't know when they're gonna announce the 3rd one, but hey, we got 2 of them at least, right? Next up, we got an update on the 7 Deadly Sins' upcoming season. Now, for those who don't know, the last season that wrapped up in March of the 7 Deadly Sins actually just came out in North American Netflix on August 6th. So even though it was a massive train wreck from my understanding. That is available on Netflix, but also there's an update on the next season, which I want to say that's supposed to be the last one that's going to wrap up the original series, because I think they're doing like sequels and spin-offs and all sorts of shit. But yeah, let's just quickly read. New 7 Deadly Sins TV anime premieres in January 2021 after the delay. The official website for the 7 Deadly Sins anime revealed on Wednesday that Nanatsu no Taizai Fundo no Shinpan, aka the 7 Deadly Sins Dragon's Judgment, the franchise's new TV anime series, will premiere on TV Tokyo and 5 affiliate channels in January of 2021. And we got a new visual for it as well, because originally this was actually delayed. This was supposed to, I want to say, premiere in October, but due to the pandemic and everything going on, they actually had to delay it, but it will be coming out in January, which I'm all for it. Y'all already know how I feel about, from what I saw anyway. I didn't watch the whole thing or anything like that, but from the bits that I seen from the last season, it was poorly animated, really badly. So hopefully with this extended amount of time, they could put a lot more effort and time and all sorts of resources to making sure that the next season doesn't bomb. Whoever is animating it, I don't know if Studio Dean still got their paws on it, but Studio Dean, if you have that amount of time, that extra however many months that it was originally supposed to be premiering in October, you got till January, please no mess ups, because that's going to be inexcusable. You got extra time to do it. Make it look right. I know this ain't A1 Pictures. I know y'all not A1 Pictures, but come on, fam. The visual that we got though looks pretty dope, and I love 7 Deadly Sins. I personally been going back and rewatching, or not rewatching, actually watching, because I read the manga, but I never really stood faithful to the anime after season 1. I'm almost done with watching Revival of the Commandments, the 2nd season, and I'm gonna probably trudge through the 3rd season with my expectations at underground levels. So hopefully this next season that it's coming out next year will be good. But yeah, update on that. Next up, we got an update on Attack on Titan, and this is going to be interesting because it was just basically an update saying that it's not delayed, that it's actually coming 100% this fall 2020. So there's no delay on there, because people were scared that, oh, you know, we're not going to get it till next year either. No, Attack on Titan is coming this fall, but I'm kind of worried, and it's interesting nonetheless. Attack on Titan is premiering this fall, right? But this studio that is working on it, MAPPA, is also putting out Jujutsu Kaisen at the same time, I want to say. So Jujutsu Kaisen, which by the way, it's going to be anime fans, as long as they don't bot shit, we're going to be eating, and it's going to be a great time to be alive for an anime fan come this fall, because Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan Season 4 are both going to be debuting this fall. But again, the worrisome thing is the fact that they're both done by the same studio. I hope that they have enough resources to make sure they don't botch this. Like, because normally, and what we've seen historically, whenever an anime switches studios, it spells disaster. I just talked about the 7 Deadly Sins 10 seconds ago, in case you missed it. So I'm really, really hoping that they don't do that and they don't drop the ball with Attack on Titan, because most people regard Attack on Titan as a damn near masterpiece, okay? So if you mess that shit up, fans are not going to be happy. Fans are not going to be forgiving, because we already had 3 immaculate seasons. Don't botch the 4th one, and also at the same time, don't botch Jujutsu Kaisen's premiere, which I don't think, if anything, between the two of them, I could see more Attack on Titan potentially getting harm done to it than a new IP that is straight up MAPPA from the jump. I just don't want either of them. Attack on Titan does not deserve it. It's an incredible story. The anime's been phenomenal up to this point. MAPPA, please don't drop the ball. Get it right. We also got an update on the live action Promised Neverland film. Just here quickly, live action Promised Neverland film reveals first teaser and poster. Toho began streaming the first trailer for the live action on Thursday, and it's a trailer which, I'm not gonna lie, the trailer was actually really good. Like, I'm actually excited to see what they do with this. Again, I'm more so excited in a way about what Amazon is gonna do with this, but from what I've seen so far, it looks pretty damn good. There's a new poster as well with all of the numbers on the characters and shit like that. I personally think that if they did this right, this might be a pretty scary and overall thrilling film. Like, we just gotta wait and see, but from what the trailer showed, it looks real hype, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm in for it. I'm gonna check it out whenever I get a chance. And by the way, it's Friday, December 18th in Japan that it premieres. Now, the big studio that is going under, Studio Arms. Now, Studio Arms, to be honest with you, has been met with a lot of criticism. I've criticized them in the past because they're just kind of known for some raunchy stuff or just not getting an adaptation right. So let's read the article. But yeah, I never like hearing this. A lot of people are affected. They lose their jobs. You know, just so much chaos comes from things like this. So I never like cheer or celebrate, regardless of how I felt about Studio Arms in the past. Iki Tosin Alpha Leads Studio Arms declares bankruptcy, also known under formal name, Common Sense, produced Mezzo, Queen's Blade, Samurai Girls. Credit research company Tokyo Shoko Research reported on Tuesday that Common Sense, the official company name for the anime studio ARMS, has declared bankruptcy through the Tokyo District Court. The company had filed for special liquidation on July 22nd after deciding on that course of action through a shareholder meeting on May 31st. The company was founded in 96, okay, it focused on outsourced animation work from Period, as well as producing adult anime in collaboration with Pink Pineapple and Green Bunny. Yeah, so it's just giving an idea of what they've done. They've done Elfen Lied, Queen's Blade, Iki Tosen, Samurai Girls. The rest is not that known, but I think the most notable one is actually Elfen Lied. I want to say Elfen Lied and then probably Iki Tosen, but Elfen Lied, you know, it's been met with criticism. I like the Elfen Lied anime, but I could definitely see why people didn't like it, and it's still a shame nonetheless that they went under. And actually in 2017 the studio changed its name from ARMS to Common Sense, which I don't know why. Like, it's not common sense to make kind of shitty adaptations. Oh! Nah, seriously though, hopefully everybody bounces back on their feet, because terrible situation. Shit sucks. Next up, we got a teaser for The Promised Neverland Season 2. It's just an image of Emma, which again, that kind of lets us know, okay, it's still gonna be coming. I mean, I think it was delayed already once or twice, but it's definitely coming next year in January with a cool little visual to get people excited for it, because The Promised Neverland, even though the original manga is over, I think to be honest with you, I feel like The Promised Neverland is going to find even more success in other mediums. Like, the manga never really took off like I thought it would. Like, it was popular, but it's not as popular as I had hoped and really assumed it would be, because it was a really dope and well-written story. But I think with the live actions, it's going to work very well, like the film and the Amazon series that they have at some given point coming out. And also, I think with the second season, depending on if they do it properly, it could be a major success as well. But yeah, we got a visual for the next coming season, which, okay, let's just get it already. It's been delayed and all sorts of shit has happened. Let's just get that Promised Neverland anime Season 2. Then just a small little update to throw in there. Mashal, Black Clover, and Dr. Stone will be getting color pages in the next issue of Weekly Shonen Jump, so you can look forward to that, which Black Clover hasn't had a color page in a really long time, so I'm really glad that they're actually throwing in a color page, like, finally. Also, the manga Mitama Security will be ending with this issue of Weekly Shonen Jump. It's the last chapter. I'm not really familiar with the series at all, but always a sad thing, and I'm sure there's plenty of fans of it that are going to be disappointed that it ended. But yeah, they got to make way for some new series, because even though we just had 4 new serializations, we actually got announced that 4 more series are coming. But we'll get into that in a second, because we got a couple more stories. I want to save the best for the last, because at an upcoming Jump exhibition, there's going to be a 19-page special Promised Neverland chapter coming out. I doubt it's going to be of any importance. I doubt it's going to be like a sequel. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. I don't have facts, but I'm imagining it'll take place somewhere within the confines of the story. It's not going to take place after the ending of the story, which again, I'm not going to spoil, don't worry. So yeah, just a little extra Promised Neverland that they'll probably put into like a extra, I don't know, volume or pamphlet or some shit like that down the road. Also, for Beastars fans, which I really enjoyed the first season, even though people say it's a furry series, like, I just enjoyed it for what it was. Like, relax on that. Season 2 has been confirmed that it is coming out next year. Let's read the article. Beastars Anime Season 2 premieres in January 2021. The wraparound jacket band on Pado Itagaki's 20th Beastars manga volume revealed on Thursday that the second season of the manga's anime adaptation will premiere in January 2021. The anime will air again in Japan on Fuji TV's programming block. The anime's second season has its same cast, and I'm imagining if it's airing in January of next year, it'll probably hit North American Netflix maybe like 3 to 6 months after it finishes airing in Japan. So look forward to that. I really enjoyed Beastars Season 1, and I'm looking forward to seeing if they can match that same level of writing, same level of energy that Season 1 had with Season 2, because it was pretty dope and interesting series. And then finally, the new additions to Weekly Shonen Jump, but in particular the one that people are most excited for is Burn the Witch, which again, a little bit disappointing on that end. Let's just quickly read what the 3 other ones are, and then we'll talk about Burn the Witch and wrap this bad boy up. I know, big video. So for starters, there's a new series called Honemiru Shonen by Goto Togo and Matsuda Kento, the second series of the batch that will be starting on issue 39. The series is based on a one-shot by the same name, and it won an award for the Golden Future Cup in 2018. The artist Matsuda Kento, who already was serialized in Jump with Tokyo Shinobi Squad, which that's pretty quick because that series didn't end that long ago and he's already coming back. And he had recent Hakumo Shonen Juju Henkai one-shot in Jump Giga. manga. I'm imagining they're using the same series to serialize, and the art on that one looks fire, I'm not gonna lie. Then the next series is Kokosei Kazoku by Nakama Ryo. He's the mangaka that did Isobe Monogatari. I was never a big fan of that, but that ran for like 300 plus chapters. But yeah, he'll be returning with a work as well. And finally, the last series from the batch is Bokuro no Ketsume by Kakazukazu, starting on issue number 41. A pretty early serialization considering it's based on the one-shot that was published back on issue number 50. Damn, that was just like at the tail end of last year. And it's titled Red Pledge, and the art looks fire on that one as well. Definitely different art styles coming to Shonen Jump. Like they're kind of breaking the mold. And then the big story that a lot of people have been anxiously anticipating regarding the Bleach spinoff, Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch will begin serialization in issue number 38 and will be the first of 4 new series to be serialized that we just talked about. Burn the Witch will also receive the cover and lead color page alongside 57 page chapters, so very, very big chapter. But here's the disappointing factor that I'm like, wow. Burn the Witch will be 4 chapters in length. So the hype and the massive train of fandom that we've all had of like, yeah, I can't wait, Kubo's back, 4 chapters, which I'm imagining they're probably going to all be long chapters that probably could have turned into 8. Again, I'm imagining, I don't know if the first chapter is 57 pages, maybe the next couple chapters are going to be like in the 30s or 40s, which again could have equated to like 2 chapters each, but I'm imagining it's going to be enough pages to fill up 1 volume, which still 4 chapters, man. And they're doing like the animated film that was originally going to be a series. I'm curious how this is all going to work, because I remember it was announced that it was supposed to be like they were going to do a TV anime, and then it turned into a film. Was it that they didn't have enough material, or I'm kind of confused on that, but a bit disappointing that it's only 4 chapters. I was hoping for, like, when they initially announced that it's going to be a shorter series, I was thinking more so like when they did the Naruto spin-off, the Naruto Gaiden stuff with like Sarada trying to find out about her mom. That was like 10 chapters. I was thinking maybe it was going to be about like 14 chapters or something like that, 10 to like 12 to 14. That was in my mind. I was like, maybe it was going to be like a 2-volume type of deal, but no, it's actually all going to be 4 chapters, which I'm imagining that's like 1 volume. And yeah, a little bit disappointed, but I'm going to enjoy it for what it's worth. I'm not sure if I'll review every chapter. I'll definitely talk about the first chapter. Maybe I'll do like the first chapter, a final wrap-up of the manga, and then when the movie drops, we'll talk about that as well, something like that, unless it's really like, oh my god, or it has some huge things to do with Bleach, the actual series, then I'll be excited about it, but we gotta wait and see. But either way, that's the news about the Burn the Witch manga. It's gonna be 4 chapters. A little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, but Kubo did say too that he was going to be playing Animal Crossing by the time this drops, so that means that there's not even going to be any more of it. Again, shame, but I'm going to enjoy it for what it's worth. Curious what you guys think about all this news in this episode of Fornever News. I mean, we just talked about so damn much, all of the new series, including Burn the Witch and Shonen Jump. Are you disappointed about the Bleach spinoff being only 4 chapters long? 7 Deadly Sins anime premiere date, Attack on Titan. You think they're going to be able to handle Attack on Titan Season 4, keeping it at maximum quality alongside premiering the Jujutsu Kaisen anime? Also, what do you think about the Beastars 2nd season? Are you excited for that? Like, man, we talked. My Hero Academia, again, are you going to be watching that? It'll be hitting Funimation, and everything else that we talked about. Chainsaw Man, 3 million copies. Disappointed that it's not the anime announcement, but still, Chainsaw Man, congrats, we're getting that anime regardless. And your thoughts on anything else we talked about in this big, gigantic episode of Fornever News? But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And this has been another episode of Fornever News. Have an awesome day, people.
It's nights like this, and times like this,
What's that?
that